Okay. All right, so can you see me nicely?
Yes, I can.
And can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I'll talk a little bit louder just in case. And I think, let's treat this as a trial run, and we'll see what issues come up as we go along.
Perfect.
Okay, so
Thank you.
lovely to do this with you. Thank you very much. Cool.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay. So as we always do, we'll just chat as we go along.
Okay.
Okay, so I think let's warm up for 5 minutes and see how we go. So you can just start by rolling. Okay, that's super. I can see you quite nicely. It crossed my mind that you might want to actually try and work on something specific this morning.
My shoulder is quite fragile, and the one knee is a little niggly.
Okay.
So I think if
Okay.
working in that.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, as I said, we'll warm up for 5 minutes, as we always do, and then just, see how we go with that. Can you see everything that I'm doing on the mat from your side?
Yes.
Okay, super.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay, so stretch up and over. So I think you're a bit ahead of me with this, because you've run a couple of classes already.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
There's always hiccups.
yeah.
Something's happening or something's
Yeah.
not working.
Okay, so let's do the knees as well, as we always do. So the hands at the back of the knee, and then mobilizing. You know what, we'll just get better and better at that as we go along.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I still think it's a great blessing that you've got Ivan with you.
Absolutely. Now we can use this medium, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Alright, let's swap over to the other side. So, sitting in the center of the mat, right up onto the sitting bones, and interlace the fingers and lift up. So, chest lifting up and stretching up to the thumbs. As we always do, chin down, thumbs up a little bit more, and take the stretch right from the sitting bones up to the thumbs. So check the breathing, a nice full easy breathing. Invert the hands, connect the breathing. Good, and relax. So again, just kind of easing into the body with the breath, with the mind, feeling into the body as you move. We'll just run those again. So this is where I really connect the breath to the movement, whether it's just a simple elbow movement or something more complex. And also I think, as always, the breath through the mouth or through the nose. Okay, let's do the other one. And that changes after a few minutes or 5-10 minutes, whatever it is. It settles into a different rhythm as we connect in nicely with the body. So let's stretch up and over. I actually realize that a lot of the time when I teach, I close my eyes to connect to other kinds of things, which is, so I'm trying to see you on the screen, then I'm realizing that I'm actually closing my eyes as well at the same time. It's a bit of a contradiction there, but
Yeah.
so far so good, hey?
Yeah, great.
Alright, so we'll go back to the knees, the first one. Which one is feeling a bit niggly?
The right leg.
The right leg.
Yeah, it's at a certain angle it's catching.
Okay.
Almost like I think it's grinding on bone or something.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's not hurting now. I think even when I'm standing on it,
Let's.
it's just maybe shifted a bit. That just needs to be, yeah.
Yeah, it's often The general alignment through from the foot to the knee to the hip and up. So
Yeah.
it's not just the knee. That's what I'm saying. It's a greater alignment thing. Let's keep going and see how it feels just now. So that's obviously the second mobilizer. Hold the foot and the knee. So also it needs to be a bit easy on the body, so especially in the warm-up phase. So early morning as well. So that's fine. We can do the other one. Alright, so we hold the foot, drop the knee and circle. The foot and knee across. Alright, so sitting up onto the sitting bones, and let's twist to the side. So tall chest and soft exhalation to twist. Alright, so inhale center, exhale other side. Alright, inhale to the center. So we swap the legs around and exhale to the first side. I was just realizing, obviously, there's times when you can't see me on the screen.
Yeah, I can just turn to check, you know.
Yeah, or the audio. Okay, we can come to the center and then change to the other side. So I would imagine that the audio cues are become even more important.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And inhale to the center. Okay, so we can just do an easy engaging of the elbows, just to stretch the shoulders a different way. Exhale. And change. I mean, it works both ways because, you know, that a lot of times when I'm doing something now and then I can't see, you know, the screen. Alright, that's fine. So we roll the shoulders to the back. Let's try and catch the fingers, maximum lift of the chest, and then take the shoulders back, stretch the hands down and back. Check the breathing there. Sometimes we hold the breath there, so that's when you want to really check your breathing. Lift the hands up. Nice. Okay, and relax. Alright, all good.
Great, lovely.
So let's slip to the back of the mat for child's pose, wide knees. And just come forwards. Alright, so gently up from there. Pop the knees together. And we repeat it again. So remember this one, the chest is up and over the knees, and then you're sliding forwards. Slightly different stretch. Does it hurt your knee when you do this one?
It's just like a tight band. Not
Okay.
really painful.
Alright,
No,
so
just tight.
don't do anything to make it worse.
Yeah, no. I can just lift my bum a bit higher. Then
Oh, I
it's
see.
fine.
Okay, alright.
It's the deep flexion.
Yeah. Alright, I think for now that's fine. So let's put a little bit of weight into the hands. Just press down nice and flat. And we can mobilize the back. So you arching up, arching down, and it's that same idea of just getting into the body, moving. So moving the neck, moving the shoulders, lots of awareness into the body with the breath. Feeling the tight areas, trying to energize there, maybe the lower back a little bit, pelvis. Okay, and then we can change it slightly. See how it happens with your knee. But stretch forwards, and then you just come forwards, and we can go back and forwards a few times with the breath. I think if something's really sore on the knee, also just tell me.
Yeah, no, fine. I'll let you know.
It's not too bad, hey?
No, it's fine.
So we can do a little bit of a bend, nothing too hectic, that's fine. It's just feeling a little bit of pressure, hands under the shoulders. Remember to engage the tummy when you come up there. Lots of breath engagement. So I exhale to come forwards and down, and pretty much all the way back. And then a nice generous inhale, and exhaling forwards and down. Tuck the chin in. Maybe another 2. Of course you can go a little bit further if you want to. And then just relax for a moment there. So it's probably okay to just come forwards a step and then go into a squatting exercise. So on the toes and taking the heels backwards and down, stretching evenly. And then we can pop over onto the knees and just lift up gently. So you obviously keep your big toes quite straight when you do that, so that the foot is straight. Okay, and then let's repeat that. So over onto the toes. This doesn't hurt your knees?
No, it's fine.
It's fine, eh? Okay, so stretching
No,
that.
it's fine, yeah.
Okay, good. So the ankles. And once more over. You can also do it in a more gentle way as well. So listening to the body. Nice, okay. So that should set us up nicely for a down-facing dog. You can place the hands towards the front of the mat, spread the fingers, tuck the toes under, exhale, come up. So nice, deeply bent legs, so tummy to the thighs. Getting used to being upside down a little bit, straighten up the legs slowly. Stretch and then take the heels down slowly. Keep everything nice and straight. Inner edges of the feet. Work the pelvic rotation. I think for your body not too much there. So maybe just hold that for another few seconds and I'll sort of have a bit of a look there. Actually looking very nice. How does it feel, Claire?
Feels good. Hamstrings a bit tight.
Okay.
And armpits.
Yeah, look, it's a warm-up dog stretch, so that's fine. Let's come down. Take a few moments on the elbows. Alright, and up we come again. Now, let's just quickly slip in the wrist movement, so flick the fingers towards the back. Okay. And as you know, if it's too strong, you walk your knees forwards. If you want a stronger stretch, you walk your knees backwards. And just trying to create a very even, steady stretch on the wrists. So inside and outside edges. Feel the pressure flat on the hands. And see if you can engage the fingers, the palms, and the arms as well. Check the breathing. Sometimes we end up holding the breath at the wrong moments, so always check the breathing. I think onto the knuckles is fine now. Pressing the knuckles down. And then I think we can take another down-facing dog. So let's place the hands in the same position, spread the fingers, tuck the toes. We can adjust once we're up in the posture, exhale to come up. Straighten the legs and take the heels down. So again, you stay there for a little bit and I'll have a little bit of a look there. Alright, that's looking good. I think just come down quickly, Claire. Yeah, okay, not too bad. Feel alright, eh?
It's feeling good. Yeah.
Okay. So this is where listen to my voice a little bit more, because I want to pop onto the back now.
Okay.
And take the knees up onto the chest. So I don't know if you can turn your head maybe slightly to see me.
Yep. What I can do is just put this on the floor.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Okay, perfect.
Is that okay now?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're squeezing nicely. Lower back is flat. Slight scooping out of the tummy. Okay. And then I want to do the twist. So the hands out to the side. And you just take the legs over to one side. And to the other side. So we again just warming up easily. So nice comfortable pace. Check the shoulders are flat. And as you warm up more, check that you're spreading out the toes. Alright, so that's quite important that the soles of the feet are open. And we can gradually try and keep the knees a little bit more together. That means the top leg, as you go over, has to go a little bit further. And obviously the shoulders, you try to keep your shoulders flat down as possible. Neck comfortable. One or two more, check your breathing. Alright, so we come to the center, catch the mid-shin, about halfway on the shin, and squeeze gently. You can also do the rocking, that's also nice. So the rocking on the spine. Good. Okay, so we cross one leg over, and just check for the hip exercise here. So squeezing gently, front knee to squeeze. Try and reach for the back knee. Okay, and squeeze both legs. And again, just let me know if it's hurting your knee when we change as well. I don't know what happens. Not too bad. Swap the legs over. Okay.
Mostly when I stand on it, you know.
Oh, when there's weight, eh?
Weight bearing.
Weight bearing, yeah. Okay. So catch the front knee, squeeze, breathe. Try for the back. Are you doing a little bit of bicycle around the property or not?
Yeah, we've got a lovely course that we've worked on.
Let's relax. Okay, that's nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
That could also be why the shoulders a little niggly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we can put the hands at the backs of the knees and then just do the mobilization that we always do. Put both legs together. Remember, heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. Alright, and then just repeat the hip exercise, but this time see how you feel about putting your foot sort of just below the other knee. If it's a bit strong, you can ease off, and you can actually hold that foot, but either the foot or the back knee, and just try to get the action into the hip joint. I also find it very useful to flex that front foot a little bit. That also creates a stability onto the knee. I don't know if you can feel that.
Yeah.
right, swap over. So the outward rotation is important. Place the foot below the knee, flex the foot a little bit, and then either holding the foot or the back knee, and squeeze. Once again, trying to direct the movement into the hip joint as much as possible. So it usually means that I have to move that hip that I'm working with away from the shoulders. Sort of like kind of pressing into the sitting bone point. Check the breathing. And relax completely. Alright, that's cool. So far so good, Claire. Okay, so we roll out to the side and sit up. Now, let's try the spinal rolls now. So we come to the front of the mat. Okay. Cool, you're alright for that, eh? So holding the big toes and nicely rounded back, and then just rolling gently back and forwards. I think you should be alright for that. Try and take any tension out of the body, so keep the shoulders and neck very relaxed